Hey everybody, it's Dana Rico at the Creativity Cave, and today I'm going to show you how to use all of these cool images, or many of them, in a little composition for a fun card. It might look a little like the 80s, although I'm picking colors that aren't quite as reminiscent of the 80s, but the designs certainly are. So I hope you're going to love this project. It's really fun, and I think pretty much every time you do it, you might get a slightly different look. And then I'm going to show you my first sample, and you can tell me if you think it looks like our infamous cactus card. If you know, you know. Okay, so I'm going to start, like I said, with kind of a bright color palette. Pretty much all the colors I'm using today are brights. So I'll start with some Mango Melody and this big blob. Oh, and I might add that these solid images kind of stamp a little bit better when you have a piercing mat underneath. So just keep that in mind. So we've got our Mango Melody, and then I'm going to use some Poppy Parade. And we're going to stamp this on here, and I'm going to be careful so that it doesn't, let's just say, stick up too far. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. And I love just kind of overlapping these different images. It's very fun. Okay, next up, I'm going to take some Magenta Madness. This is the one color that is not actually in the brights, but it is a bright color, that's for sure. We'll stamp that on there like so. Next up, and by the way, all the colors that I overlap, I'm being careful to overlap only colors that will look good stamped next to one another. So for instance, I don't want, I'm going to do this next one in Coastal Cabana, and I want to make sure I'm not stamping it over probably the red. It's not going to look very good, but I can overlap it with my magenta, and that will look just fine. It kind of makes a purple color. So I love the overlapping because it makes kind of new and fun color combinations. Okay, next up, I'm going to take and add some Daffodil Delight, and there's just a little bit, so I'm going to put it on here twice, once over here and once over here. Then I've got kind of this wave, and we'll do that in some Granny Apple Green. And I'll put that down here like so. And I knew I was going to do that. I bumped my finger. So maybe we can get rid of that with my little sand eraser. Okay, so we've got a very nice composition so far. I like the look of this. So far it looks good, so I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to start adding some other pieces to this. And here's where you can kind of go a little crazy or not, depending on your how you're feeling. So I'll start with my thank you. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to hit this with my heat tool. The reason is I want to make sure that my ink is nice and dry before I go ahead and start stamping on top of all of these in black. I want my black to stay nice and crisp. And so I like to make sure it's dry. And so heating it with the heat tool for just a moment or two will really help with that. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my thank you kind of right there. Okay, and then there's this little like squiggly line kind of. We'll stamp that on there. And now here's where it gets fun. You can really play with the different little teeny drawings. I don't know if drawings are the right words. Doodles maybe that come in this set. So I'm going to stamp a few of these around, and I think they just look fun. So maybe I'll add that one right there, and this one right here. And like I said, you can add as many or as few of these as you want. I love the X's. We'll put that right there. Another one right there. And maybe one right there. Okay, I like the look of this, so I think I'm going to stop. It's one of those things where you want to make sure you stop before it's too late, right? Okay, and then last but not least, I want to embellish this a little bit. So I'm just going to take some good old rhinestones. There's really cool hexagons that came with this suite, but I feel like the rhinestones might be a little better fit for this, just to add some fun sparkle. And I'll just put 3 on here, kind of in a triangle, because that's pleasing to the eye. And then I'm going to take this whole panel and just pop it up on a thick white card base. And what I love about this is so fun. The colors are so bright. You could, of course, do all kinds of different color combinations, whether you did nice bright colors or more subdued colors. There's so many options for this, and I think depending on the colors, you'll get a very different look. So I'm just going to pop, as I mentioned, pop this up onto my card base, and then I'm going to show you my first go at this, and then you can tell me if it looks like, if anything sticks out. I know I'm so bad. Oh boy. But I looked at it and I had to giggle. I mean, just sometimes that's what happens, right? And I knew you guys would appreciate it. So there's my card. Really simple. And then I'll show you my other one. So I was like, whoa! Anyway, I mean, it's the same concept. It's pretty much the same, but whoa! Okay, so there's my card. Now, if you would like to purchase any of the supplies that I used today, I will have a list in the description of this video with the complete list on my blog. All of those links will be in the description. And what's really awesome about this is if you spend $50 in my online store during the month of March 2022, you will get the Abstract Beauty All-Star Tutorial Bundle. It features 12 truly amazing projects with videos and dimensions written in both English and metric units. So no matter where you are in the world, you are covered. The projects are really fantastic. And this is, I'm telling you, every time I've used this suite of products, I fall in love with it a little further. I also have one more thing, shameless post. I also have an online class that you can get featuring this suite as well. One of our projects is this cool card portfolio. And so I'll just kind of flash that. There are 5 different cards in here and envelopes. And of course, there's videos and instructions for this, as well as 6 additional projects. So you can get a pre-cut cardstock packet for this if you live in the US, or you can just get the PDF. So 2 opportunities to be inspired by this bundle. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, I hope you loved this video. If you could give me a thumbs up and click the subscribe button, that would be so awesome. Thank you so much for stamping with me today, friends. I hope you loved my card and will give this a try. It's really pretty fun. So happy stamping. Bye.